My name is Blair Habenicht. This is my first time in the Arctic, into the Arctic Circle. I ride perfect mountains in perfect powder, and it is not like that here.
I'm stressed about the timeline with this freaking weather. It's raining. Didn't order rain, but it is. Blair's getting his proper introduction for Norwegian weather right now. I wasn't ordering this.
It's beautiful. It's raining.
Yep.
It's raining and beautiful.
Yep. And it's windy.
My name is Blair Habenicht. I am from Port Angeles, Washington, United States. This is my first time in the Arctic, into the Arctic Circle. I'm not like here trying to break off like some like new like first descent or anything like that, because Europeans are fucking crazy and they've already like hung from ice axes to get into like all the gnarliest things you could possibly imagine here. So yeah, I am like happy just to follow Antti around. You know, Arctic Antti, he's got it. Like, take me to your zone.
We're like, yeah, we're 4 minutes from my window.
It's coming.
Yeah, that's what forecast was saying. It's 3 o'clock in the morning. Where is it? Where is that wind? Don't say anything, Antti.
Oh, hear you.
Okay. Wow! What? So how sick was that, dude? This is how it is in the springtime. Howling wind, hailstorm, and 1 hour later, no wind and sun. I guess we're gonna start chasing these windows for a week or so. Not bad at all.
Yrittivät mokomat estää minua ylittämästä Öresundia. Sanoivat, että tuulee 26 metriä sekunnissa. Minä kyllä menin vaan yli, eikä tuo nyt niin turjuttanut. Kovemmassakin tuulessa tullut oltua. Mutta rupesin vaan mietityttämään, että mitä hän vaatii, että asuntoauto oikeasti kaatuu. On tietysti myös autosta kiinni, mutta lieneekö tosiaan luokkaa 30 vai 60? Joo. No on vähän tämmösiä iltasanomien lööppejä. Karavaanari varo, tuuli kaatuu autosi.
Almost gotta walk down the road to see that one.
Maybe we can see. That area in Sultinden, called the Katham City by the Lyngen locals, it's fairly easy approach.
Okay, now I see what we're talking about here.
Yeah.
So I thought it would be really good idea to take Blair there to experience like a really nice couloir riding with quite a minimum amount of work to get to the top and get him into the rhythm of how we do things in the Arctic.
Kind of curious what we're going to find when we do decide to go out, which is looking like we're going to go out tonight, which for me is such a whole different like approach when you don't have to wait for it to get light. When it's always light, you know, I never have had this experience before.
Nice early morning walk, right? No idea where I was going. Just luckily we had Fredrik.
Do you feel good about going up here today with this new snow?
Yeah.
To lead the route. And also Antti knew it, but you couldn't see that middle bowl from the road. So when we did that one side hill, I was totally in the dark.
Do you have splitboard crampons?
I do.
Yeah, I'd take those.
Okay.
But other than that, I think should be pretty good.
I have them. I've never used them.
Yeah. Yeah, welcome to Norway.
I know. Europe in general is much rockier than where I live. I live in the Pacific Northwest. Some of the biggest snow totals in the world every single year. I ride perfect mountains in perfect powder, and it is not like that here.
Wow, really sick. Yeah, we're here. We have a small window, but hard to say how long it takes, but views are good.
You see the crucial part here. After that, when you're in it, it's straight on. You know what to do when you're there.
All right, drop it in 5. Drop.
On a big line, like here, if we do a 1,500 meter mountain that has a long couloir or a face, for example, the snowpack will change. You have to understand where the good snow is and where you have to slow down and deal with the ice and hard and stuff, and that is actually, in my opinion, quite interesting.
Woo! Ho, 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 ho.
I think that riding here makes you a very strong rider because you have to deal with so many different kinds of conditions. And you start accepting the fact that not every day is gonna be a powder day.
3, 2, 1, drop!
We got extremely lucky with the weather in Gotham City. There had been some fair amount of snowfall 2 days before, and it had come with a little bit of a wind, and the snow was a bit loose. At some point there was a little bit narrower part. I was looking at back and I saw a cloud of snow moving behind me. If it would catch me, it would take me down the whole couloir basically. I was not scared at all. I was actually very in tune with the moment, and I felt like I was performing at my best on that line.
Oh. I'm alright, I'm clear. No worries, I'll let the Avi pass. Woo! That was a wild freaking ride, guys.
Those are the moments that kind of remind you like, okay, this is why you do it. Even if it's not the most major line, but you're riding and everything, you're really connected to the nature and the snow and the line you're doing and the things you want to do with your snowboard.
So good.
Oh,
Wow.
holy. Dude. Hi, Teal. No, it's 8 o'clock, but it looks like it does for the rest of the day, all day.
First of all, I hate weather apps. I truly hate them. When it's low pressure, it takes a lot of energy and a lot of time out of your day just to figure out where to go.
Mä oon niinku tosi siinä rajalla, tiedätkö. Ja pilvikorkeus 4700, eli kyllä se on niinku auki, mutta mä en tiedä, että onko se miten.
It's part of the game, it's part of the job, it's part of this project. And it's quite interesting, but when you do it a lot, it gets very tiring.
Torstaina aamulla keli. Tänään sanoin, että torstaina aamulla keli, mutta se ehtii muuttua tunnin päästä joksikin muuksi.
When you're hitting a low pressure, getting a westerly winds here in the north, the forecast can change in hourly basically. So it's hard to say like and make the decision where to go until the last minute.
I really feel like this was a yoga would come in. Yeah, the first kick turn of the day is the hardest. Just gonna swipe that ski over. That was a pretty good one.
Checking the forecast all the time and figuring out where to go, and then you decide the location and you start going and you forget all the nitpicking and stuff, and you're like, all right, I accept what I get. Our original plan was to go right and check the south face, the pyramid, but it's looking like some clouds are rolling in, so instead we've chosen to go to this
other peak on the opposite side, and hopefully we can catch some light before the clouds roll in and enjoy this little tour. This is like one of the major parts of Arctic lines, basically. To go check these new spots and kind of these lines that look pretty promising in the map, but it's really hard to say if they're gonna work or not, and just have to come here and check it out. Most importantly though, we've been getting a lot of information about how the snow is, and we still have a chance for some good snow. So this is a really important data for me, at least, because I think in the following days there's some good weather coming in, and we could probably go for a proper mission finally. It's been a long time, so I'm having high hopes. Getting there, but it's not 5-star crust yet, but it's getting there. 5-star crust is when you go through the crust but you can't get back to the surface, you know, and you're just stuck on your line and you can't turn. That's the stuff that you get in the tree line and you catch the tree to stop your board speed. That is horrible.
Had a couple books kind of like right above passenger seat. I pulled one down on our drive, and it's a book just exclusively on the Lungan Alps, which I had never even heard of until this trip, and turns out that they are some of the most notorious, breathtaking big mountains in all of Northern Europe, and from my experience in the last 2 days, some of the most breathtaking mountains I've ever seen. Alaska is like the only thing that is even close to this.
It's in the north face, so could be possible.
That's kind of what I'm hoping for, is like a high up zone with a bench at somewhere around 12.
12 to 16. 8.5 kilometers and 1,616. 6 hours.
Sure.
You have to leave 1 o'clock the latest. So proud of this backpack. I bought crampons, rope, ice axe, harness, over 1 liter of water, little bit of snack, and a lot of clothing, and all the first aid kit and whatever is needed for today. Everything in 30. Going to Coverdalen, moving in the deep, and planning to go check the north face of Stora Laxeltinden. Some glacier movement gonna be happening, and maybe a window in the weather around 10 or 11. We'll see. We're right now at the top of the moraine, and this is where the glacier starts, and it's puking snow now. And in a few hours it's supposed to be sunny, but I don't know if the sun comes too late, because right now I'm not too comfortable going into the glacier because there's crevasses and stuff there. So yep, it is what it is.
Most of the time in Alaska you go out and it's sunny, and then they'll set you down, and then the weather will come in, and then basically you're just waiting for the heli to come in and pick you up. This is a whole different deal, like hiking out 4 hours, waiting under a rock, 2 hours, hike a line at midnight. Yeah, this is so awesome. It's totally opened my eyes, actually. I've kind of said it before, like it feels so similar to Alaska in so many ways, except there's less snow and there's way more rocks. But beyond that, it feels a lot like Alaska. Just it's massive and remote and just dreamer lines everywhere you look.
Stressed about the timeline with this freaking weather. It's good now, but it cleared too late. It's frustrating right now. So frustrating. Yeah, there's like this, but it breaks like that, but it is a slab, it can release and take you down, and it's no more crust, it's a facet layer. I'm done, man. I'm not gonna take a risk going today. I think it's dry snow though.
It could be.
I think it is. I think it has just been snowing.
Yeah,
so much.
If you don't want to walk past there, I don't want to walk past there,
I'm also a bit sketched because that layer right there has been a big issue. So it's like...
So harsh because the snow feels so good until you go deep.
Yeah.
Until you put I was kind of doing this the whole time, just kind of hoping it was going to change, but it goes.
Exactly.
It's like we've been out like 13 hours.
We've been out 12 hours 4 minutes, and it's 1:36 in the morning. Sun is about to rise. We're canceling the Store Laxelt in the North Face today. Vittu, että ärsyttää. Droppiin.
been a long day. It's not done. Getting ready for a 6 kilometer skiing back to the car. I don't like this feeling because it leaves you think about what if I would have gone and done it. I think I would have had maybe time, but yep, that's how it is.
I definitely will be coming back to the Arctic. I made a huge checklist while I was here of lines that I want to ride. There's just dream lines everywhere. You know, I'm kind of kicking myself that I've never been here before. But I've been here now, so I can't wait to come back.
We out. Kius Tora Lakseltinnet. See you next year. I go to Gogen. Bye.
Yeah, I guess this year I just got a really big reminder of how difficult it actually is to be able to do these lines that I want to do, and it's just only gonna get harder, I'd say, because we're right now in the halfway of the project, and many of the lines that I've done are rather easy, I would say, comparing the ones that I still have on my list. These are dream lines, dream tours that I want to do, and I only plan on doing them once in my life, so they shouldn't be easy. It shouldn't be easy, it should be hard.
Snowboarding, I freaking love it. Even if that snow I still love it. So good. The best stuff in the world. After hanging out with my wife, of course.